Hey, Sharon Horne-Ellstrom here. Welcome to day 82 of our 90-day influencer live video challenge. Yesterday, we talked very briefly about the Dream 100 concept, and you started your list of Dream 100 people, right? Of course you did, because by day 90, you're going to have at least 100 people on this list. And today, I want to go a little bit more in depth to this. Okay, you've got the list. What do you do with these people? Well, of course, you want to create a relationship with them. How do you go about creating a relationship with people? Well, you can do it the old-fashioned way. You can find a way to meet and greet them, but without being stalky and creepy. Or you can do it online by finding them on social media, following them on social media. Any influencer that you want to follow probably has a social media presence, already has an audience, already has a following on maybe one platform for sure, but usually multiple platforms. You can find out a lot about people by paying attention to them, following them, commenting, liking, and sharing their posts and things that they put online. Be genuine, be sincere, be unique about your feedback, but just start paying attention to what the people on your list are doing. And it won't be long before you see and know what's important to them. And it's all about what you give versus what you're going to get. We all know what we're going to gain by hooking up with an influencer or somebody that's got a bigger following than we do. We all know what we're going to gain, and we all know what's in it for us. But we have to always keep in mind, whenever we're approaching, whenever we're doing anything, whenever we're building a relationship, not only online, but in real life as well, what's in it for the other person? Why would they want to be connected with us? Why would they want to know us? Why would they want to meet us? Why would they want to be involved with us or even ever do anything with us in the future? Well, we have to figure out what's in it for them. Ask yourself questions about what you have to offer. What do you have to offer them? Do you have an audience or a following? Do you have a solution to a problem that either they have or their audience has that would really be beneficial to all of them? And I mean, would really be beneficial to their target audience. One of the biggest concerns of influencers, it isn't, and everybody thinks it is, oh, well, we can make more money and you can get more people by doing this joint venture with me. They don't care. Most of us don't care about the money or getting more people. We only want to serve the people that we have better and then attract more along the way. And we already have a mechanism and a way that we do that in place. We don't need you, someone else, to do that for us. So when you're approaching people, never approach them until you've built a relationship. Never approach them. Just don't do it. It's like offering somebody your sales and your product before you've ever even looked at their profile or met them or anything online. Social media is rampant with this type of ridiculous behavior, but pretty soon it's not going to be tolerated at all because more and more people are saying, what the heck? I just friended you on Facebook, or I just became a connection on LinkedIn, and immediately the first message you send to me is hitting me up with your sale. And you don't even know if I want it. I love when people try to sell me something that's not even applicable to me, because it just proves to me that I can just delete them immediately because they don't care enough to even know that that would be something I would use or need or want or desire or not. They just slam it out to everybody, thinking life and business is still a numbers game. And if they just slam it out to enough people, they're bound to make sales. Very, very short-sighted, very, very damaging strategy in this day and age. And as we as buyers become more sophisticated, the less we're going to tolerate that type of behavior. And the same is true when we're building relationships, especially with influencers. Influencers are very protective of their audience. We protect our audience at all costs. We're not going to expose them to anything that isn't going to increase their status or make them feel better or solve a problem for them or would possibly decrease our status. So we're going to be really careful about that. Keep that in mind as you're building relationships and cultivating things. Pay attention to what they post, what they're doing, and be up to date and current. There's nothing worse than somebody approaching you and they're talking about a project that they want to help you with that you did 2 years ago, right? Ridiculous. So go ahead and follow people, be current, comment, like, share, be involved, buy their products, use their products, give them testimonies about what you like about their products. People notice the people that give them testimonies. People notice the people that like their products, like their comments, and share things. So be noticeable. Be somebody that attracts the attention of the influencer that you want to eventually build a relationship with. Realize that these aren't going to happen overnight. Sometimes you'll click with somebody and it'll happen immediately, but other times you'll cultivate that relationship over years. Heather and I, We've been connected on Facebook, I think, for 9 years and never done anything together until this year. I had her on my summit earlier in the year, and then we decided to do this 90-day influencer challenge. Heather is a much bigger deal than me as far as influence and exposure and things go. And I would never, she actually approached me, I would never have asked and approached her about doing a challenge together until I had cultivated and developed that relationship further down the line. But I would never have approached her yet because I wouldn't have felt like we had a relationship or were qualified enough or that I was qualified enough to do a project with her. So you have to gauge each of those relationships and see when the time is right. And I'll tell you what, it feels a lot better to have somebody you look up to and respect and is a much bigger influencer than you ask you to do something with them than it ever feels for you to pitch to do something from your standpoint. It always feels better when they invite you than when you pitch the thing. I love Russell Brunson's story with Tony Robbins. Tony Robbins and Russell has been consuming and been a fan and been a student of Tony Robbins for over a decade before he ever asked Tony to promote and share and do a Facebook Live with him for his book, Expert Secrets, a couple of years ago. But it was 10 years, that relationship in the making, before they ever actually did anything together. And Russell did a lot of pro bono free work for Tony prior to ever asking him for the opportunity that to be interviewed on Facebook Live as part of his book promotion. So realize that some of these relationships will take decades. Others are quick and easy and they'll happen right away. But some are worth spending a decade or more to cultivate relationships, just like our relationships in life, right? We don't, date somebody and wham, bam, thank you, ma'am, marry them. We build up to asking or getting involved and marrying someone and making a lifelong commitment. The same is true when we're dealing with our Dream 100. So do your homework, continuously do your homework and research. Communicate with and send these people something of interest to them, something that would help you to get their attention. And we'll talk about that later. But for right now, just start paying attention and asking yourself, what's in it for them to be connected to me? How can I be visible in their well? And don't try to push and force and speed the process. Everything happens in its own time. Everything happens for a reason. And the more we try to force things, the less likely it is that anything will happen ever. And I will contend you get one opportunity with your Dream 100 people. If you screw it up, you're never going to get that opportunity again. If you approach them in a sleazy way, they will never, ever, ever do anything with you. So you can just cross them off your list. So if you make a mistake, and we've all made mistakes of approaching the wrong people at the wrong time, just because we were excited about something and we wanted to make it happen. But that'll never happen. I mean, once you blow your chance with an influential person, it's never going to happen. So don't waste your opportunities. Play it smart, be authentic, be you, but do it in a way that respects and honors the person that you're trying to approach and build a relationship with, a Dream 100 relationship with. Now, what is our action item video today? Today, we're going to start doing the research that I'm contending that we all need to do on a continuous basis. Pick someone on your Dream 100 list, go watch one of their videos or read their blog posts or absorb a piece of their content and model something from that piece of content. Either the title or the subject or the style or the look and feel or the theme of it. Not everything, but model something from that and create a video for your audience, modeling something. So maybe I go and I look up somebody on my Dream 100 list and they have a great title for a video, a subject that I like and I know and I can talk about. I'll just maybe model the title, or I will use the same type of a subject, but put my own unique personality and spin on the topic, because we're all different and we all need to put forth our own way of approaching the topic. That's it. Go out and make it an awesome day. Make your video. And I will, of course, be with you tomorrow for more influencers on steroids, how to become an influencer on steroids. Take care. Bye.